Hello everyone. In today's video I'll be reviewing this cordless soldering iron from the company FNIRSI. This is the model number HS-03. It features fast heating and you can start soldering in just 7 seconds. With a digital control panel, you can adjust the temperature from 100 to 450 degrees Celsius or 212 to 842 degrees Fahrenheit. You can quickly and easily charge the internal battery with a USB-C charger. Once it's fully charged, it's ready for use whenever you need it. In this video, I'll show you all the features of this tool and see how well it performs. Let's get started. Right here is a FNIRSI cordless soldering pen. Let me open this up. This soldering pen comes in this nice carrying case. Screwdriver, USB-C charging cable, extra screws for the battery cover, user manual. Right here is the HS-03 soldering pen. The cap. Right here is the soldering tip. And there are 2 additional soldering tips you get with this soldering pen. This user manual is very detailed. It'll show you how to change all the settings. It also comes with this card that explains how to remove the battery cover. Over here you have a Phillips screw. Remove this screw. And then you open up this cover. Inside you have this rechargeable battery. This is an 18650 battery rated at 3.7 volt at 2600 milliamp hour. To keep this closed, you need to reinstall the screw. On the end you have this USB-C connector. Use the included charging cable to charge a battery. This soldering pen comes with 3 different tips. This tip here has a very sharp point. You can use this to solder very small components like a surface mount device. This middle one here also has a sharp point but is angled. You can also use this to solder small components. This last one here has an angled tip and has a bigger surface area. I'll probably use this one most when I'm doing installs in a vehicle and soldering wires. Now to install a soldering tip, all you have to do is insert this into the end here. Push all the way in. This soldering pen has a 0.96 inch IPS HD LCD display. Right here is the OK button. Next to it you have the right and left select button. To turn this on, press and hold the OK button. If this is your first time using it, it will ask you to select the language. Now select the temperature unit. I'll leave it in Celsius. Now right now it's in standby mode and it's not heating the soldering tip. Once I press the OK button, it'll start heating up the solder tip. Now automatically bring the temperature of the soldering tip to its target value. You can set the temperature from 100 to 450 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees to 842 degrees Fahrenheit. This has a maximum rated power of 10 watts. Now this is interesting because 10 watts is not a lot, so I'm curious to see how well this can maintain the temperature to solder a thick wire or surface that has a big conductive pad. Let's have a closer look at the LCD display. This large number here shows the current soldering tip temperature, and this smaller number on the right is the target temperature. This bar at the bottom will show you the heating progress. The speaker lets you know the sound is on. The battery indicator will show you the charge level. And this wavy line will show you the heating status. Now this clock at the bottom is for the sleep mode. So if you let it idle for a period of time, it will turn off automatically. All you have to do is press a button or shake it and it'll wake it up. Now on the right side you see this dial. It's marked minimum all the way to maximum with the numbers 1 to 5. You can rotate this knob. And with each click, it will increment the temperature 50 degrees or decrease the temperature by 50 degrees. So this is like a coarse setting for the temperature. So right now the target temperature is 350 degrees Celsius. And if I press the right and left button, I can increase or decrease the temperature by 10 degrees. 360, 370, 380. So again, the control knob on the right side will increase or decrease the temperature by 50 degrees. And then the buttons on here will increase or decrease the temperature by 10 degrees. And to turn off the solder pen, press and hold the OK button, and it'll power off. Now this cap you see here is made of metal, so even if the solder tip is hot, you can put the cap on. And the nice thing about this design is the end of this cap is actually magnetic. And you see these vents here? It allows the solder tip to cool down even when you have the cap on. Now let me show you how to go into the settings. I'm going to press the OK button to power this on. Now when you see the OK on the display, it's in standby mode, so the soldering tip is not heating up. Now if you double click the OK button, it'll go in the settings menu. So here you have sleep set. Press OK. The default sleep time is 10 minutes. If I press the OK button, I can turn this on and off. Press the OK button again. Now I can adjust the default time. I'm going to leave it at 10 minutes. Double click the OK button to go back. The default standby time is 10 minutes. The default sleep temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. Double click the OK button to go back. Next is handle set. The step temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. That's using the left and right buttons here. Here you can change the step temperature. You can also do temperature calibration if you want to calibrate it. System set. Here you can change your language. Hand mode, by default, is set to right hand. If you're left-handed, you can change this to left-handed. As you can see, the display flipped. So if you're holding this in your left hand, you can still read the display. Unit you can change between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Volume is on. Brightness. Here you can adjust the brightness of the display. Row set. When this is on, the temperature reading on the display will scroll as it changes temperature. If you turn this off, then the numbers will just increase and decrease without scrolling. Firmware update, about, and factory data reset. Double click the OK button to go back. Double click again to go back. And now you're back to the OK menu. And if you're ready to use this, press the OK button. And it'll automatically heat the temperature of the soldering tip to the target value. Now I do a lot of accessory installs in vehicles, so let's try soldering some wires. I'm going to set this to 360. So right now the display tells me the soldering tip is at 360 degrees Celsius. I'll start with soldering two pieces of 20 gauge wires together. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to solder this ring terminal with the 16 gauge wire. I did a good job soldering this. Here I'll be soldering these two 14 gauge wires together. Now I want to give you this wide shot because as I'm soldering this, I want you to see what happens to the temperature of a soldering tip. I'm going to set this to maximum of 450 degrees Celsius. So now it's at target temperature. I'm going to start soldering. You'll see the temperature on the solder pen does drop when I have the soldering tip on the wire. Now the wire is acting like a heat sink and absorbing that heat. That's why the temperature is dropping. And this is where the power wattage of the soldering iron does matter. Since the solder pen is only rated at 10 watt, when you use this on a large conductive surface, you'll have a hard time maintaining the temperature. Once I take the tip off the wire, you can see the temperature go back up. So you need to understand the limitation of using this type of soldering iron to solder something that has a large conductor because it's going to absorb that heat very quickly. Now I'm not saying this is a bad soldering iron, you just have to know the limit of what this can do. Something like this will work very well for component level soldering or smaller gauge wire. So here I have this very simple circuit board with a couple of LEDs. I'll desolder one of the LEDs off the circuit board. I set the temperature of a soldering pen to 370 degrees Celsius. As you see, I was able to remove the LED. Now I'm going to solder this back in. As you can see, the soldering pen was able to desolder this LED off the circuit board and also solder the LED back on the circuit board. So you definitely use a solder pen to do component level solder work on a circuit board. Overall, I think the solder pen is a great tool. It gives you the portability to solder wires or components in places that you don't have an outlet to plug your soldering iron. With the LCD display, it's very easy to set the temperature that you want, and it does reach a target temperature very quickly. I also like the fact the battery is removable, If the battery goes bad after a couple of years, you can just replace it and continue using it. Now, one thing I do wish they incorporated in the design of this soldering iron is a flat spot at the bottom, so when you put this down, it doesn't roll around. And you need to be careful because the tip is very hot. So if you're doing work in your vehicle, you want to be careful where the tip is. You don't want to accidentally melt other wires or melt the panels in a car. Now when you're done using it, I do like this metal cap. Just put it on. It does have vents to allow the tip to cool down. And you throw this back in your toolbox as it cools down. I think if you're looking for a cordless portable soldering pen, this is a great option. Now this normally retails for around $70, and sometimes there's a coupon that drops it down to $60. If you're interested, check out the link below. I hope you found this video to be helpful. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.